welcome to Toronto. Me and Jody are here, and we have no kids with us. There are no nuts in this episode. Sorry guys, don't tune out. There's still gonna be some entertainment. This is really close to your face.
Yeah, it is.
So we're gonna check Toronto out and tell you some stories, talk a little bit about the Vlogger in Paradise Challenge, and we'll see you in a little bit. Apparently it's cold in Canada. It's very cold. So we had a great dinner last night at Jacob's, really good food. Before we get into the things that I want to talk about from Vlogger in Paradise, I keep forgetting that from the 7th vlog, I made an editing mistake and actually left out Benjamin McCall from the vlogs that I really like. His vlogs are really funny and I really hope you guys go check him out. His reaction to the results, you'll see here, is pretty funny. The link to his channel will be in the description below. We're in Toronto. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Vlogger in Paradise competition and the results of it and some of the things that went into it behind the scenes on my channel. So I'm gonna take you to a really cool spot in our hotel to talk about those things.
Gotta go places and do things, maybe to forget it.
So we are down here in a bank vault. I guess this hotel used to be a bank and this vault has remained after the hotel went up. It's a pretty cool spot. We're here to talk about the Vlogger in Paradise results. So the results came out Wednesday. They actually gave away 2 packages. I did not win, but Oliver Biles and Matt Kiefer did win. And I will link their channels in the description below. If you guys are watching my videos and you haven't watched their channels yet, make sure you please go check them out. So obviously I was a little bit disappointed not to win. Just because I'm a competitive person, but to be honest with you, I was really truly happy for both Matt and Oliver. For them to have this opportunity is just amazing. When we got down to the final 5, I was happy with all the selections that the judges made, and I was going to be truly happy for whoever won. As this competition went along, and I started to get to know people and see all their different journeys, I knew what this package would mean to a lot of people. And don't get me wrong, it would mean a lot to me too. But I knew that this would be the opportunity of a lifetime for a lot of people. Whereas for me, I'm fortunate to be in a position as a professional poker player where I have the opportunity to go play this tournament still. So I was, I honestly felt a little bit of guilt as the competition went along that you know, if I were to go ahead and win, I'm taking away the opportunity from a bunch of other people who might not have that chance. So I was really happy with the way the contest turned out, and the way to treat the results of this contest for me was to think about it like I think about poker, the same mindset that I have with poker, and to really focus on the process and not the results, and what came out of the process. You know, I made some amazing friends and contacts. I got started on this channel and started creating these videos, and that's something that I've wanted to do for a really long time. So this contest has been nothing but a great thing for me, and I'm really grateful once again for Jeff and Andrew and PokerStars putting it on. We're gonna go find some other cool spots in Toronto and talk about some of the behind the scenes from my perspective in this contest and what I went through to make some of the videos. Looks like it'd be Nimi's type of place. If I drank beer still, I would definitely go in here and talk.
Everybody's talking about the good old days.
So I'm down here at the World Poutine Eating Championships. If you guys are not familiar with poutine, it's a Canadian thing where they have French fries and gravy and cheese curds, and it's pretty delicious. 2005 me, if you see in this picture, this is me in 2005 in Toronto. I ate a lot of poutine. 2018 me, not too much poutine. You can see in this picture over here, there's a pretty big difference there between 2005 Trevor and 2018 Trevor. But poutine is awesome. And so we're here checking out the World Championships. I also wanted to add that I just watched the reaction videos from Oliver and Matt, and seeing their happiness in the videos, and to reaffirm the fact that I'm so happy for them that they won and that they're going to get this chance. And so I would check out their reaction videos to see their excitement level about going to the Bahamas, and I hope they do well in the tournament. So it's really loud over there, so I had to come down this little alley here to talk about the contest some more. I'm working on getting some lapel mic and some other upgraded stuff for the channel here. But so about the challenge, in week one, I kept putting it off. I didn't know if I was gonna do it. I just kept saying, I don't know if I should do this, I don't know if I should do this. Finally, Wednesday came around and I started filming. I filmed myself sitting there by my computer talking, and I hated it. So I was like, okay, I'll do it again the next day. So I did it again Thursday, hated it again. Did it again Friday, hated it again. Saturday I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give up. I'm not gonna do this. And then Sunday morning, I woke up and I was like, you know what, this is what I need to do. I need to go to the places where I started in poker and the places that I went along my poker journey and talk about that. And so I pitched that to Jody. I woke up first thing in the morning Sunday, drove up to Parks, got the footage there, came home, picked her and the kids up. We drove down to Atlantic City, which is about an hour away. Parks was an hour away too. Drove down to Atlantic City, got all the footage there while they sat in the car. And then we had a party to go to that day at Jody's brother's house. And so we went to the party, and I sat at the party the entire time editing the footage so that I could get that video in at 10 o'clock at night. So that's when it went into getting started. It reminded me of Six Figure Misfit, who I'll link his channel below, but his message throughout the challenge was to just start. And I had to keep pushing myself over and over again to do it. And I'm so happy that I did, but you know, there's so many things in your life where you feel like you should do something and then you just don't do it because you're afraid of failure, or you just don't want to put yourself out there. And I'm so happy that I did end up doing it, and it kind of started the ball rolling for me. For the third episode, where I talked about my buddy Andy and I interviewed his mom Pam and Jay, initially I planned on interviewing Jody and the kids and interviewing my mom and dad, and then I realized that Pam and Jay were going to be up here the week before that video was due. And it got me thinking. I was like, you know what, I really want to do a video about Andy, and talking to Pam, I think it'll just be a great, this car's coming through, about to hit me. And so on Wednesday of that week, I sat down and I started typing on my computer what I wanted to say. And I got out "life is beautiful," and then I would write some things and erase them, and write some things and erase them. And that went on for about an hour, and I gave up. So I tried again on Thursday, same exact thing. Life is beautiful, and then a bunch of stuff that didn't work. Same thing Friday. Along with that, I also had been trying for like a week or two to go out and catch the sunrise, and something kept coming up every time. It was either raining, the battery for my camera died, and all these things kept coming up where I couldn't make it down there. So then finally Saturday morning, before the video is due, I woke up first thing in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, went over there, and I just got the most unbelievable sunrise that you'll see here. And it was just amazing how perfect it worked out. I came home, I played poker for a half hour, and then I was like, no, I gotta do this video. So it was about 12 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. I just started writing, and I started putting the video together, and everything just fell together like perfectly. Like it was crazy how well it came together. And I worked on it for 12 hours straight. I forgot to eat during that time. And the ideas were just flowing out, and it just edited perfectly together, and I was so happy with the way it turned out. And honestly, that video was for me the best part of this competition. Being able to make that video for Pam and about Andy and for Andy really meant a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to them. And so that was one of the coolest things that came out of the competition for me. And then finally, for video number 4, the video number 4 where the kids were the stars of the show. The Sunday when video 3 came out, I was playing the Borgata tournament, as you saw if you watched my Borgata vlog episode. And then Monday I had to play the Borgata tournament again. So I was there playing that all day Monday. Tuesday was day 2, so I was there all day for that. Day 3 played all day, day 3. Day 4, I busted out, but I came home, and by the time I got home, it was 5 o'clock and I was exhausted. I hadn't seen the kids at all. Then the next day, I went down and played Maryland Live day 1. So I bagged that night, and then Saturday morning, I drove home first thing in the morning, went to Andrew's soccer game, and had a 2 or 3 hour window to film all those scenes with the kids. Luckily, they're brilliant actor and actresses, and I was able to film it in a pretty brief window. And then I drove back down to Maryland, which is about a 2 hour drive, and got down there at 7 o'clock at night and edited the entire night from 7 until 2 in the morning. Released the video Sunday morning, and then went and played day 2. So what has this competition taught me? The 3 biggest takeaways that I have are, number 1, just start. Like Six Figure Mister said, just start. It sounds so easy, but you can't go anywhere if you don't just start. Number 2, keep going. You know, I had a bunch of times during this competition where I felt stuck and where I just wanted to give up and where I didn't know what I was gonna say, but I kept pushing at it. And you know, I don't really consider myself like a super creative person, but you know, and I have so much farther to go in this journey. You know, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to editing. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to capturing different angles and capturing footage. Like, I'm just learning on the fly here. And so I have a lot of room for improvement with that as far as that goes, but I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna keep trying. And number 3, and this is a fun one for me because I'm a huge Sixers fan, so trust the process. You gotta always trust the process and just focus on the process and not the results, and you know, working on your process to get better and enjoying the ride. Like, you have to have fun while you're doing things like this, otherwise there's no point in doing it. And you have to have fun in life, and that's just kind of always been my motto. And you know, I like poker because it's fun, and playing poker for a living is fun. Those are the 3 lessons I took from the contest, as well as obviously all the friends that I made from it, and this vlog starting is the best product of the contest for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed these stories and enjoyed the footage from Toronto and the different places we got to check out. And I'll see you back in New Jersey. Wake up, Cam. Wake up.
I can't see.
Give him the send-off, Cam.
Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Give us a big thumbs up. Bye. I can't see.